Okay. Let's quickly address this. Will your ex regret losing you after the breakup, going no contact or whatsoever? Will they? Let me assure you one thing. Okay, 9 times out of 10. And by the way, you're watching for the first time, I welcome you to the Modern Dating Bible. And in today's video, I want to talk to you about what really goes on to your ex's mind. Almost all the exes, I can guarantee you with what I'm about to say, okay? All exes, when they break up with you, initially they feel like they are making the right call. But afterwards, it depends on how you act. Afterwards, what makes them to regret, it's all dependent on how you behave. Okay? But then at the end part, I can also guarantee you something about whether they regret or not. First of all, if they dump you when or after a breakup, your ex will most likely, if they the one who did the dumping, at a time they will feel happy and glad, yes, I dumped him, especially if you guys were fighting. Unless if they dump you because they feel pity for you and they found someone else, they just don't love you anymore. Yeah, we're still going to the breakup part, right? So I'm laying a foundation, understand? So yes, initially when they break up with you, they are so sure. But this doesn't take long. A day or two after, remember you guys will no longer be communicating most likely. So a day after, that's when they begin to see your value. And that is when the regret begins. Did I make the right call? But then, listen, it all depends on your actions. If they dumped you, they broke up with you, and you start begging them, you know what? You are making them worse. You are making them feel okay. You are making them feel like they can always have you at any time. So it's like you are making it easy for them, and it automatically removes that fear of they might never have you back again. That fear of what if someone else comes and they take you. That fear of did I make the right call by us breaking up. So when you beg them, you are assuring them that anytime you want me back, you can find me. So in that case, they no longer regret. But then again, initially, remember, okay? Initially, they won't be regretting. For the first days, wherever you are begging them, for the first week, depending on how long you keep on begging them. But if you give them time, even if initially they felt sure they dumped you, they were glad you are separated, as time goes by, they begin to question themselves. As days goes by or time goes by, and they're in a new relationship or even without a new relationship, when loneliness starts to hit, when our reality starts to knock, even with a new person, you find that they behave differently from you. They start to recall, oh my God, did I make the right call? These people are not the same. That one used to tolerate my bad behavior. You got what I'm saying? And if you are not chasing them in that point or at that time, that is when they begin to recall and say, you know what, maybe I made a mistake. And that is on its own, without ever explaining this further, without them having to do something to show that they are regretting or to text you or whatsoever, the regret has begun. So that is why I say there is always a higher chance that your ex will regret losing you initially. Unless if they to move on, they find somebody who was better, then eventually they still gonna regret, but at least they will have someone to console them and someone to compare you with and feel like, oh. But in most cases, it's not the case, let me assure you. Remember, there is also the thing called attachment. When you are attached to somebody, even if you say I'm moving on, someone else is showing me love, it is hard to detach. That is why some people, it is referred to as a rebound. Someone dumps you only to get back with an ex. What does it tell you? And what led to their breakup in the beginning? It shows that somehow these people, they fight. So for them to fight, it does not mean it is getting rid of their attraction. That is why your ex is most likely to regret or accept only if you guys dated for a month, you were not, you got what I'm saying? You just met, there is no serious attachment, then they might not regret, because remember, they are not yet attached. But if someone who's been long, let me assure you, regret is gonna knock. And everything else on whether they come back to you, that's what, okay, let me put it like this. Having you seen some exes after some time, even if they confuse you, they will text you. They will start texting, although they said they blocked you or they no longer want to talk to you. that is a sign of regret. And then when they're texting, they're like, maybe I'm okay alone. So they're testing some waters. Can they still have you back? And if you assure them some, they will feel like, oh, okay, it's not worth it. Let me go off again. That is why there are also things that you have to apply when an ex starts coming back, giving you mixed signals, things that can make them come back for real or whatsoever. But on its own, that's a sign of regret. So be rest assured your ex is gonna regret, given the thing that I mentioned in the beginning, they apply. Okay? And yes, of course, if you enjoyed today's video, you can go ahead, subscribe, and hit the notification bell on your right. I still have more videos like this, so you can also watch them after this one. Okay? And as for me, I will see you in the next video upload. Take care.